she had a child.
I'm just kidding. These are granola bars.
And that's only because didn't have a father.
All right. So, which questions? Rika, do you have your yellow practice test? Everyone's got their yellow practice test out?
Yeah, but don't we need to turn on the front light so I can see better?
Yes. Will you do that for me? Thank you. So just hit one of them. Do you want to switch it to the other one? There we go. Perfect. Thank you.
Yay.
All right. So everyone has the purple, yellow practice test out. Yes.
Purple.
Questions?
Yes. Which question would you like to take a look at?
7 and 10.
Okay. So let's look at number 7 first. Okay.
If we already answered and we got it wrong, can we erase it?
Yep. Definitely, and I would definitely encourage you to. So in this one, for number 7, it says Ashley is using a recipe that calls 3½ cups of butter to serve 16 people. How many people can she serve if she only has 7½ cups? Okay. Now this is a no calculator one. So we have information that we know, and we want to find other information. There are 2 ways to do this one. I would do a proportion for this one because we know some information. We want to find out other information. So we know.
Can we do this on a separate sheet of paper?
Sure. I don't know. Can you? Yep. You need more space. So we know she needs 3½ cups of butter.
Or flour.
Or
butter. Never
Yeah.
mind. Sorry.
And this is for 16 people. Okay, and also, you guys, I want to see work with this one. So if you want to get points for this one, make sure you put your work with it, okay? Okay, you want to take your hood off for me? Thanks, honey. So that's what we know to be true. We want to find out if, what if I only have 7/8 of a cup? Hang on. Where will that go in my next proportion? AJ.
On top because
The labels have to be the same. And we want to know how many people can we feed with it. Okay?
Don't you need to put 3 and 1, 2 as next?
What was that?
Don't you need to put 3 and 1, 2 as the next number?
Yep, we're going to get to that here in a second. Yep. Tanner.
So Miss Corcoran, I asked for help from her.
Yep.
And on this one, she she changed those into decimals, like the fractions.
You could do that as well. Yeah.
I didn't do the work for it. She did it. She just wrote the decimal for me.
Okay, so will you work through it with us then? With it?
Yeah.
Okay. So just go work through it this way with them on your sheet.
Okay.
Okay? Yep, you could change these to decimals if you wanted to. Or you could change them, leave them as fractions. Okay? Now, we have our proportion. How would we solve this proportion then? Yeah.
Cross multiply.
Very good. So I'm going to have 3½ cups, or 3½, and then times our x equals. Then I'm going to have to take 16 times 7/8. How do we do that? I'm going to write that down here. And again, this is a no calculator one. Elizabeth.
Wait, you put 60 over 1?
Very good.
I'd make common denominators.
Do we need common denominators when we multiply?
Oh,
No.
never mind.
No. So when we multiply, what do?
Cross.
Multiply straight across. There is something else you can do with this one, but I want you guys just to think about multiplying straight across. Do you have a pencil, hon? Okay, good. Let's go ahead and write this one down. Number 7. So we need to figure out what 16 times 7 is. So this is a no calculator one, so we might have to do some work on the side. I'm just running out of whiteboard space, or smartboard space. So I'm going to do it on the side. 7 times 6 is?
36.
36. Not 36.
42.
42. 7 times 1 is?
7.
Plus 4 is?
11.
11.
11.
So we have 112 over 1 times 8 is?
8.
8. So we're going to have 112 over 8.
Dividing.
Miss Haugen.
And we'll divide by 3½. But what do we always have to do with a mixed number?
Change it into
Improper. So I'm going to do that. 3 times 2 is?
6.
Plus 1 is?
7.
So we're going to have 7 over 2x equals 11/12 over 8.
You said 11/12.
I did. 112. I don't really know why.
It's okay.
Like you guys said, divide. And dividing fractions is as
Easy as pie. Flip the second number and multiply.
So our first number is the 112 over 8. Then we're going to do times 2 over 7.
Wait. Oh, I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
11 times 2 is 224.
Very good. So if you're multiplying, I'm just going to write it down here. What did you say? 2 what?
224.
Very good. Over
2, 2.
8 times 7 is?
But like you can simplify those stuff.
You can. I'm not going to do it because I don't want to confuse any kid. But if you remember, definitely do that because that'll make things easier. Yeah.
224 is an answer?
That's when you multiply the numerator. What do we get when we multiply the denominator? Yep. 56.
Just kidding.
But we always want to make sure we simplify our answers. And this one here, just so you know, would probably be given as a mixed number as well for an answer. But let's simplify and then we can make it into a mixed number later.
Such
Okay.
a small area to do work in.
Yep, and so if you need another sheet of paper, you can use that too. Okay? So on this one here, so let's see if we can simplify it. Is there something we can divide out of both of them?
Yeah.
What can we divide out of both? For sure 2. Whoops. So 224 divided by 2 is
Ooh, I gotta do the math.
112. 56 divided by 2.
Oh, let me do the math.
28.
I think that sounds right. Yep.
Couldn't you have done it
20.
divided by 16?
If you can see that one. Because on this one here, do we still have even numbers?
Yes, divide by 2 again.
Divide by 2 again. So what's 112 divided by 2?
56.
56. And I'm like, I just don't have a lot of space and I can't go down here, so I'm going to come back up here. So 56. What's 28 divided by 2?
14.
14.
Okay, divide by 2 again.
Divide by 2 again.
20.
Oh my gosh.
28
Over 7.
over 7.
That's it.
Divide both by 7.
Divide them both by 7 and you get
4.
4.
Oh my.
Very good.
Whole?
4
I was-
whole.
All of that just took one little number.
Yes. Now, again, some of you guys may have realized at the beginning here you could have simplified in other places. That would have made the numbers a little bit smaller. Or you could have simplified with a bigger number than dividing by 2 each time, which is perfectly fine as well. Okay, as long as you recognize when you need to continue simplifying, it doesn't matter as long as you get into simplest form. Okay? So for number 7, everyone should have number 4 along with the work for it. Questions?
Just 4.
Just 4 is the answer.
4 people.
Okay? Alright, Makai, do you have a question on another one?
Yeah. I have a question on.
Yeah, it just
What was it? Oh, I'm just going to do one question from one person at a time to make sure, like, okay? But I can come back to it, okay?
8.
Number 8.
I thought 10 was the other one that we asked.
I know, but he asked number 7, so I want to, like, make sure other people have a chance too.
Yeah, I didn't
have
number 8 too.
Alright, so for number 8,
Number 8.
what is the theoretical problem of having 3 girls in a row in one family? So you're thinking about something happening multiple times. So let's start with it first.
Can I come up and do it on the board?
I'm just going to do it here, okay? No, just for time's sake, okay? Alright, so if something's happening multiple times, we're going to multiply the probabilities together. What's the probability of getting a girl, like what was the probability of Mrs. Haugen having a girl the first time?
50-50.
50-50, or as a fraction,
100%.
One half.
50 out of 100. I mean, 100.
1 over
2.
2.
1 over 2.
Well, it's actually 100% chance.
Well, now it is. But before we knew what she was having.
twins.
Okay.
It was 100% chance in the future, but you can't predict the future.
I predicted it.
Even in the past, when you didn't know, it was still going to be a
I
girl.
thought you would have had
Okay.
a boy.
So, anyways, now, when my husband and I try for number 2, what's the probability of having a girl the
Half.
next time?
about that?
Because he said try for another one.
Because it's a try, there's no guarantee that we'll have another one, so it's a try, okay? Alright,
Are you gonna
Let's-
name your baby? Oops.
no.
Because they named her
Maggie,
child.
Maggie, you should
Wait,
say what,
have you
what
decided
your-
on a
your
name
funny
yet?
pun
Pretty
is.
sure Haley Marie.
Yay!
That's cute.
You must have been born on a highway because that's where most accidents happen.
Yeah, I do remember that. Okay, anyways, now for number 3, what's the problem of getting a girl the third time?
A half.
A half.
Fitty.
And then we're multiplying these 3 fractions together. Now this one you can use a calculator for.
Okay, wait.
So let's just review. How do we type in fractions into our calculators? Tanner.
Press the ABC button.
Very
and then
good. So
you'll
you're gonna-
type in
Good. So you'll do 1 ABC 2 times 1 ABC 2 times 1 ABC 2.
times.
Wait, hold on, I gotta.
So go ahead and type that in.
I got it.
Now you could also do this one if you know this one as a decimal, which a lot of you guys do that. A half is 0.5. That's fine. Okay. Lily, what did you get for an answer?
1/8.
1/8. And then how do we change a fraction into a decimal in case that's how the answer is given in a multiple choice? Elizabeth.
Divide the top by the bottom.
So go ahead and do 1 divided by 8 for me. And Alicia, what did you get?
0.125.
And what happens if they give the answer as a percent? How do I change that to a percent?
Don't tell me. Like, I just hold on. It's not moving the decimal, right?
Brady?
You move the decimal 2 times to the right.
2 times to the right.
Or
Very
times
good. So I'm just circling one. Or times by 100. So only about 12.5% of the time will you have a family that has 3 girls right in a row. So
Wouldn't
doesn't
it
happen
be
very often?
12%, like without the decimal?
Yes.
on it?
Or we'll round probably to 13%. Okay.
Now we can go back to 10.
Questions on 8. Yeah. 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 Which one? Number 10? Okay. All right. Yes.
Is your dog a girl or a boy?
Boy.
Hey, you have
My
a
dog
boy
is
and a
a
girl.
Girl.
All of my pets are boys.
She does all my
Okay.
pets to have.
We joke because we call our dog a prince, like Prince Buster, and works out really well because we've talked about like we're having a little princess. So the nursery kind of has like a princess. Not that it really has a theme, but it has a little bit of princess theme.
I call my dog Humps, right? Humps everything.
Ooh,
I call my dog.
Did you paint the nursery picture?
Anyways,
dog that.
you guys, let's keep going. Okay. So on number 10, so it says Rachel bought 3 3/4 pounds of grapes. Her brother ate 1/3 of a pound, and then her father ate 1/8 of a pound. How many pounds of grapes are left? So let's think about our context clues. What operation are we going to use to solve this one?
This one is hard. I got it though.
Let's talk about how much is left. Are we adding, subtracting, multiplying, or dividing?
Subtracting.
Subtracting. So I'm going to take what she started with, and I'm going to subtract out what her brother eats, and subtract out what her father eats. What are some things that we need to do to be able to subtract these? There's a couple things. Alicia,
Common denominator.
we're going to need to make common denominators, and we're going to do one other thing.
Change the 3 3/4 into an improper.
Very good. Let's make this be improper and then make common denominators. 3 times 4 is
12.
plus 3 is
15.
Yeah, I said that. I said
15.
14. Did I?
No, we have to.
I'm not sure. Okay. So first thing, make sure that you make those be improper fractions, and then make a common denominator.
For the common denominator, I got
Very good, because if you think about your multiples of 3, 4, and 8, the smallest one that they all share is 24.
Miss Haugen,
Yes.
how big is your baby right now? This big.
I'm not sure, but let's focus on doing our math, okay? Yes.
This is gonna sound weird, but like from behind, you don't look pregnant at all.
Why, thank you.
Well, Obviously, she doesn't have a huge lump in the back of her.
No, sometimes like how pregnant women gain weight, like they gain weight kind of in more places. But I've
And,
just
like,
really
their-
gained weight here, and like I've gained it some in my legs.
And
So,
like their back
yeah.
bends a little
But,
bit too.
yeah. But okay, anyways, common denominators. So we changed the 4 to a 24. What did we multiply the 4 by to get to 24?
You changed it
Changed
again.
it.
What's happening?
Sorry.
It was back before.
Let's see. There we go. Okay.
James.
Darn it. Okay. If you need to use the spinner how it's supposed to, otherwise I'm going to take it. Okay. So what do we multiply the 4 by to get to 24? By
6.
6. So what do we need to multiply the numerator by?
6.
6. Anyone know 15 times 6?
No.
Can we get, oh wait, no, we
No
can't.
calculator on it.
There's something on my nose.
Let me see.
AJ?
Turn.
Oh.
Wait.
Lily?
90.
90.
Isn't it 95?
Nope. 90.
Oh,
Okay?
my math was incorrect.
Granola from the bakery.
I'm going to have you hang tight. Okay? You can get it during passing time. What do we multiply 3 by to get to 24?
8.
8. So what do we have to multiply the numerator by?
8.
8.
8.
What do we multiply 8 by to get to 24?
3.
So what do we multiply the numerator by?
3.
3. Will you just hang on to that? Nope. Nope. It's like,
Why are
it's making a lot of noise too. So, thank you.
multiplied 24 by 90?
No.
No, we multiplied
6 times
from
15
4.
is 90.
Yeah. 4 times 6 gives you 24. So 6 times 15 is 90.
That makes sense.
So now, how do we actually subtract then?
Subtract
Subtract what?
smaller number out of the denominator.
You subtract the numerators. What happens to the denominator?
They change.
Stays the same.
They don't.
90 minus 8 is? 90 minus 8 is?
82.
82. 82 minus 3 is? 79.
Oh.
Anything you can divide out of 79 or 24?
No.
No, they're not even. You can't divide them by 5. This one here, they may ask you to put it as an improper fraction, but for our purposes, you can leave it like this.
You mean in a mixed
Okay.
number?
So, as a mixed number, it should be 3 and 7/24.
How would you turn it into
Oh,
a mixed number?
You're going to divide.
Wait, so should we?
24 goes into 79 3 times.
So for our answer, do we just do 3, 7,
And then the remainder turns into the, yeah, I
Yeah,
get
that's a
it.
7. Then the remainder turns into the new numerator.
So that's going to be our answer.
Either one of these I'll take. On the multiple choice for the task, it'll probably be as a mixed number. Okay? Alright, we have just a couple minutes left. If you had other questions, it's okay. I still want you guys to turn them in if they're done, and I'll take a look at them. Tomorrow, again, be confident. You guys are ready. I know you guys are going to do a great job. So if you guys can put them in the basket, if they're not done, put up a contract and finish it later.
The reason why we missed